Yo, hold on. Did I start recording? Oh, I did. My fault, y'all. Today we got clueless 15-year-old killer think he can outsmart detective. He's 15, so I don't expect anything besides a 15-year-old being dumb.
What proof do y'all got?
You're in the house where the car's at first.
Right, I was asleep. That don't mean I took the car. I was asleep all day. I did not know that was there.
What do you think that everyone else is? You're here, okay? You're a part of very serious crimes. You have to be honest about all of it.
My partner talked to your mom, and I believe that she's raised you to be an honest person, take responsibility for your actions. I don't think things went the way you thought they were gonna go, but now is the time to be honest and be upfront.
349, we're gonna need more crews. I'm pretty sure that driver's shot. Yeah, dude, he's done.
So y'all trying to say I killed somebody?
You were part of this murder scheme.
Well, this isn't going to juvenile court, buddy. This is an aggravated murder.
So y'all trying to say me?
When Dayton police received reports of a carjacking at 1 a.m. on January 26, 2022, it seemed like a usual case. However, when gunshots rang out in the same part of the city just an hour later, officers quickly realized they were dealing with something far more gruesome. Rushing to the second crime scene, they discovered that the victim, 35-year-old Brandon Cooper, had been brutally executed in an assassination-style murder. With no suspects in sight, investigators tracked the stolen vehicle from the first crime scene to a house in southern Dayton View. Believing the two crimes were connected, officers arrested 4 teenagers, including 15-year-old DeTravon Mitchell and 15-year-old Tylen Peaks, who were brought to the Dayton Police Department for further questioning.
Tell me how he came into contact with you today, Mr. Peaks. Right here.
I woke up and I just seen SWAT team. Cause my friend woke me up, he said, "Brother, SWAT team is outside." I said, "Why?" He said, "You don't know, bro, we gotta go outside." So that's when me and my friends went outside. I just end up here.
Okay, well, let's back way up then, because obviously the day that you start with the SWAT team. What happened way before you woke up to the SWAT team?
I was chilling.
Where were you chilling at?
322 a.m.
Who were you there to chill with?
Me and Ray.
Mm-hmm.
And Ray. I just had pulled up, and then that's when I got sleepy, so I went to sleep.
Detectives are faced with 2 crime scenes. The first, a carjacking on St. Agnes Road at around 1 a.m. The second, the murder of Brandon Cooper, took place just minutes away on Fergus Avenue. But strangely, it happened almost an hour later. While detectives know that the teenagers have to be involved in the carjacking, since the stolen vehicle was found in their garage, they were now trying to determine whether they also played a role in Cooper's murder.
I'll be frank with you. I know you didn't go to sleep. That's not what happened. We expect you to be honest with us because we are honest with you.
I did go to sleep.
I'm not going to lie to you, so I prefer that you don't lie to me. When we ask you questions about what happened, know that we already know what happened. I'm seeing if you're going to be honest with me, and you haven't been so far. And we're right at the beginning, so that's kind of silly, right?
Okay.
So we know that you and Ron and Trey and Ray caught a lift earlier today.
So I don't got no proof I caught no lift. I was at the house, I went to sleep. I ain't catch no lift. I don't even got lift money to catch lift.
The plan was never to pay for it. The plan was to steal a car that's in the garage at the house where you were laying your head. Or where you say you were laying your head. How old are you?
15.
15. Okay. You wouldn't be the first 15-year-old to sit in that chair.
No.
And you wouldn't be the first 15-year-old to catch adult charges for this kind of thing, okay?
You guys don't charge me for it, y'all.
We're going to charge you for 2 counts of aggravated robbery and a count of aggravated murder. This isn't the first lift you guys have done. You've probably done 10 of them, okay? You're going to go get locked up this morning for 2 counts of aggravated robbery. You took 2 cars this morning. And the second one resulted.
Do you understand?
What proof do y'all got?
You're in the house where the car's at first.
Right, I was asleep. That don't mean I took the car. I was asleep.
He's the bad cop, she's the good
What do
cop.
you think that everyone else?
As you can see.
What do you think everyone else has been in here and said, sitting in that chair right there?
I don't know what they said. I don't know what they
You're
said.
right. You don't know what they said, but we know what they said.
Unfortunately for Tylen Peaks, detectives had already spoken with the 3 other suspects including DeTravon Mitchell, who had opened up to them much more easily just 4 hours earlier.
So tell me what
4
happened
hours
tonight.
early. He
How
told
did you
4
guys all
hours
get
ago.
together?
They called me.
Say again.
They called me and asked me to come over.
We gonna go hit a lick? What was the plan?
Nah, find some girls.
Alright. So did you find any girls? Yeah. Okay. They just didn't want to hang out? Okay. So, at some point you all leave, right? And you go get an Uber. Is that fair? Were you gonna go somewhere? Okay. What was the plan? Just take their car?
Yeah.
Okay. And you're telling the truth, man, and I appreciate that, okay? That's all we want. When they got there, was it a man or woman that came? Okay. Do you remember what kind of car it was? Is it the car that's in your garage?
Yeah.
Probably or yes? Okay. It's a Subaru, and it was you, Ray, Ty, and Ron. Fair? Okay. Was the plan to always to rob her, or did somebody say something while you were driving, or how did it happen?
Just happened in plain sight.
On the night of January 26, 2022, Tylen, DeTravon, and their friends Ray and Ron had booked a Lyft ride with the intent of stealing the vehicle. Though each suspect had a different story, detectives determined that the ride was booked using DeTravon Mitchell's phone at 12:30 a.m., with the armed carjacking taking place shortly after at around 1 a.m.
How many guns were in the car?
So,
2. What kind of guns?
I don't know. It was honestly, one was MP9.
Who had that
Me.
one? Okay. Who else had a gun?
What? I don't know. They was passing the gun around.
Okay. Do you know who started with the gun?
And both had it.
Who's both?
Ty and Ray.
Ty and Ray. So Ty and Ray were kind of passing the other gun around?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it safe to say Ty had the other gun?
Possible.
Eventually, detectives also broke Tylen Peaks, who admitted to playing a key role in the carjacking.
Alright, it was me, Ryan, Ray, and Treacher. But I don't know. I just know about the first lift. We booked
So tell us what happened.
we booked the lift, and then we just told her to get out the car. And that's when she got out the car, she started yelling and stuff. That's when we parked the car back in the garage. That's the only thing. That's the only lift I know. I don't know about no murder.
Tell her about who ordered the lift and who was sitting where and all that kind of stuff.
I don't know who ordered the lift.
Did you drive?
No, I don't know how to drive.
Okay. Who drove?
I don't know.
Come on, man. You can't do this, Tylen. This doesn't work, man. Who got in the driver's seat?
Ty, I think.
Who drove the car?
Ty.
Okay.
These how these
While
YNs
detectives now
think
had
they
enough
is these
evidence
days
to
too.
believe that
They end up
DeTravon
in one
and
of these
Tylen were
situations. Look
primarily
at him.
responsible for the first carjacking,
Look at him.
they still faced a much bigger challenge,
Look at him.
solving the
Closed
second
up.
crime, as they had a murder victim on their hands. This task,
No, they
however, would
could.
prove itself to be much more difficult than anticipated.
Do you feel bad about what happened? I just told you, ag robbery, murder. You know exactly what
Who
here.
did I murder?
His name was Brandon.
I don't know who Brandon is.
You don't have to know somebody to kill somebody, believe it or not.
So y'all trying to say I killed somebody?
You were part
Very
of this
true.
murder scheme.
Look at all these pages. You're not number one, bro.
Can
Okay?
you read? You can't read them
No, I'm
out?
not gonna read anything. I don't tell you what I know. You tell me what you did. And that's how this works.
Oh, that's it.
I would bet every penny I've ever made in my life that DeTravon, Ty, Ray, and Ron went back out to hit another lick, because that one was fun and that one worked. And then the second one went sideways. Okay? So that's where we're at. You're here, you did grown up stuff, and that's where we're at. We got us a car, let's go get another one.
Bro, that's not even grown up stuff, bro. That is just like menacing. Like, bro, you could take somebody's life over a car, bro. And you didn't get the car, you left it there. You just killed them for no reason.
Right? Okay, so tell me about that. What was the goal? Get another car?
To get some money.
Get some money, okay? Same 4 people?
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Everybody sit in the back, everybody sit in the front.
Right.
Okay. Who all has guns in the car this time?
Same people.
Huh?
Same people.
You and Ty, or you and Ty and Ray?
I gave my gun to one of them.
Huh?
I gave my gun to one of them.
Which one? Because that's important, you know what I mean? Who'd you give the gun to?
Time Ray. The only two that had sticks.
So Ty and Ray both had guns? One of them had yours. Okay? Who said what?
We did the same thing the last time.
They just pulled guns on him? So they pull guns on him, right? Somebody say, give me the car, get out.
Like, get out the car.
Get out the car. What does he do?
Just sit there.
He didn't get out? Okay.
That's
What
the guy in
happened
the
next?
car. It's not worth your
Get out
life,
the
bro.
car.
All four of you got out of the car?
Nah. Get out the car.
But they're still, but,
That car ain't worth your life, Brandon, bro. It wasn't.
okay. And they're the guys with guns.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And they're still in the back seat when he takes off. And how many gunshots you hear?
2.
According to DeTravon, Tylen and Ray both stayed inside the car when 2 shots were fired, killing Lyft driver Brandon Cooper. Before the fatal shots, he claimed that he and Ron had already stepped out of the vehicle. Interestingly, Tylen told a nearly identical story, with one key difference. He insisted that he and Ron were the only ones who got out of the car, not DeTravon. Both these stories, however, would soon turn out to be impossible.
I think there's a little bit of mistruth that you're telling me about this second event, okay? And I know what you did, right? And I get it. You put your pole on somebody else and don't put yourself in committing this second offense, which you did. Right?
No.
No, come on, man.
I'm telling you the truth.
You've been telling me the truth so far, but I think this is the part where it gets a little hairy because this puts you involved in this man being shot.
To be real with you, just keep it home.
Look at his
Do it.
body
Shot
language.
3 times.
He's cooked.
Huh?
Shot 3 times.
Who shot 3 times? You shot 3 times?
No. Right. Tyler and Ron get out.
Ty and Ron get out.
Me and Ray stay in the car.
Who has your gun?
Ray.
And then who's got the other gun?
Ty.
Ty has the other gun.
Went to his door and tried to pull him out the car.
Ty tried to pull him out the door.
He skirted off. And then Ray shot him twice.
Let's do this. Okay, so
I thought he said
yeah,
3 times.
I'm the driver, right?
Look, he's stretching. Look at his body
I'm
language.
the driver, and he's trying to pull him out, right? And he went, and so Ty's trying to pull him out.
His door was locked.
So Ty can't get in the door.
Yeah.
So where is Ray when Ray shoots him?
Ray right here. And I'm
Outside of the car.
inside the car.
So I'm facing this way, right? So how does Ray shoot him?
He had a gun, something like this.
Okay.
And then he shot him twice.
Where did he hit him? And point on my body.
Either right here or right here somewhere.
Okay. So he shot him from inside the car, but hit him in the upper back. Okay. And you were right there.
There's no other bullet holes anywhere in the exterior of the car.
So
There's no
what did-
bullet holes in the interior. He's got 2 in the back.
2 in his back.
Yeah.
Not through the seat or anything.
No, his story's bullshit.
So
Because the car was stopped right at the curb, right at the intersection.
okay.
A shot couldn't have been fired after he started to pull away from inside the car because they were already stopped at the intersection. That's right where the casings are.
Both DeTravon and Tylen had purposefully withheld a crucial detail.
What's going on, y'all?
When officers arrived on Ferguson Avenue at 2:08 a.m, they pronounced 35-year-old Brandon Cooper dead at the scene.
35, bro.
2 bullet casings were found inside the car, supporting DeTravon's claims that Cooper had been shot from inside the vehicle. However, what didn't add up was the discovery of 2 additional bullet casings outside on the road.
Did shoot this man. We're here, man. Look at me. We're here. Okay? I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's unfortunate. It sucks. It was a terrible
Either
decision.
way, you going down for
But if
murder.
you shot this man, just tell me you shot this man, man. And so we don't keep doing all this. Okay, I'm gonna keep making notes and writing stuff that's gonna walk us in circles, and it's all lies, man. It's all just nonsense.
You still gonna get charged with it.
Huh? You did it. Where did you shoot him from?
Twice inside the car, once outside the car.
Twice inside the car, once outside the car. Were there any bullets left in your car, in your gun? Just the way you talked to me, just the way you showed me? Were you on the driver's side by the door or in the middle? In the middle. Twice inside the car, and then shot like at the car?
One time, yeah.
Did you hit him, you think?
I don't know.
Surprisingly, DeTravon eventually confessed, claiming that he alone was responsible for Brandon Cooper's murder. Although the accounts of what actually transpired on January 26, 2022 varied among the four suspects, detectives had an explanation for the key moments. It all began around 12:30 a.m. when a Lyft ride was booked using DeTravon Mitchell's phone. Approximately 25 minutes later, as the driver reached a stop sign on St. Agnes Road, DeTravon and Tylen, who were both armed, pulled out their weapons, threatening to shoot. They robbed the victim, taking her belongings before Tylen took control of the vehicle and drove it to Anna Street, where they parked it inside a garage. At around 1:40 a.m., just like the first incident, a second Lyft ride was booked, again starting on Oak Ridge Drive. This time, however, it ended on Ferguson Avenue at 1:51 a.m., just one street away from the first crime scene. Once again, DeTravon and Tylen played key roles in the robbery. Inside the car, they both pulled out their weapons, threatening to shoot with the apparent intention of robbing the victim. When he did not comply, DeTravon fired 2 shots into his back, fatally wounding him, before firing a third round at the vehicle as all 4 teenagers fled. The second bullet casing found outside on the ground came from Tylen's firearm, as he also fired at the vehicle while escaping. 9 minutes after the murder, at 2 a.m., surveillance cameras captured the group running back toward Anna Street.
Go to the parking lot, and then we see the police, so we start running.
Do you see police where?
Going down the street.
Like towards where you just came from? Like where you shot the guy?
Around an hour later, a SWAT team raided the building after tracking the stolen vehicle from the first crime scene to the house where the teenagers had been staying. They were then arrested and taken to Dayton PD for questioning.
Do you feel bad about what happened?
Yeah, I didn't know he got murdered.
What did you think happened when he crashed?
He got out.
Did you see him get out?
I told you I ran, I just ran.
New here at 5, 2 17-year-olds are headed to prison for murdering a Lyft driver. And in court today, the driver's mother had words for those teens. News Center 7's Mike Campbell joins us live. Mike, lots of emotion at the Montgomery County Courthouse today.
Absolutely, James. DeTravon Mitchell and Tylen Peaks were only 15 years old when Brandon Cooper was lured to a robbery attempt and then shot to death in 2022.
During the trial, both Tylen Peaks and DeTravon Mitchell were tried as adults due to the severity of their charges. Initially, Tylen pleaded not guilty, but as overwhelming evidence of his involvement surfaced, he later changed his plea to guilty. Similar to DeTravon Mitchell,
come on, man.
Tylen was convicted on multiple charges, including murder, aggravated robbery, felonious assault,
That's his
grand
lawyer.
theft
You
of a
knew he
motor
was cooked
vehicle,
anyway.
and tampering with evidence.
Even if he didn't do it, they
Although
would've given
Tylen
his
was
ass
never
back.
definitively linked to the fatal shots that killed Brandon Cooper, police records revealed that he had been involved in multiple similar robberies in the days leading up to the murder. These prior offences proved critical in court. As a result, Tylen Peaks was sentenced to 27 years to life in prison, while DeTravon Mitchell received 25 years to life. Ray and Ron, whose identities were never made public, were tried in juvenile court due to their lesser roles in Brandon Cooper's murder.
To the Cooper family, I want to start off by saying I'm
Bro, what?
sorry for things that I
15 years old, you You gonna be in jail longer than you was alive, bro. Like, you're 15 years old, bro. And you got 27 years.
I put y'all through. I never meant for anything like that to happen. I'm not the monster they making me to be. I'm human, and all humans make mistakes. I just so happen to make a really bad one.
The life you took that fateful night, that fateful morning, was an amazing young man who would help anyone and literally give you the shirt off his back.
When Brandon Cooper kissed his wife goodnight on January 25th, he began his usual night shift as a Lyft driver, working to provide for his family. No one could have predicted that just hours later, his life would be tragically cut short.
I already read that. Bro, that's sad, bro. It's like, bro, you YNs, bro. Don't throw your life away behind this stuff, bro. Get a job. It ain't. Bro, come on, man. There's better ways. Bro, you didn't even get the car. You killed them. I'm out, bro.